in my colleagues, and I ultimately will do everything I can. And that's part of why I'm speaking with you today, because the world needs HRW to do what it does best. And this decision is not what HRW does best.
Last question. You mentioned that your duty is to the victims. You interviewed many Palestinians for this report. I imagine you found many of their stories to be significant, compelling in many ways. I just wonder, the report is now shelved. Was there any one story in that report that you came across, that you researched or interviewed, that really demonstrated to you why this issue is so important?
Look, Mehdi, you'll be surprised when we spoke to Palestinians that are from Gaza that are displaced in Egypt today. Many of them spoke about, the first weeks they left Gaza, and this was during the 9 months when Rafah was open before Israel took it over and shut it down, how it was like for their kids to, be able to eat chicken and to feel security and to have water. But then within weeks, they started wondering, will I ever see my home again? Will I ever, touch the ground in Gaza? And when I hear those kind of testimonies, that people who are desperate to return to the middle of a genocide, to, widespread ethnic cleansing and rubble, and the pain they felt just for weeks or months of being displaced, you can imagine what it's like, Mehdi, for decades. When I visited the refugee camps in Lebanon and Jordan, listen, I've been to Guantanamo, I've been to the morgues in Cairo after mass killings of protest. The anguish and pain that I felt in the refugee camps is among the hardest moments in my career as a human rights defender. And that anguish is directly as the result of the Israeli government's denial of return. And the issue of Palestinian refugees, no matter what you think about the future of Israel-Palestine, nobody doubts that there is no future that doesn't address the plight of refugees and recognize their fundamental right to return.
Omar Shaka, we will have to leave it there. Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you, Matt.